Hello! We have a new habit of mind to talk about today. This one is empathy. This is a really important one, and this is about really interacting with other people in a special way. Empathy means I feel your feelings, is what I wrote. I feel your feelings. And what that means, empathy means that you can imagine someone's situation and what they're going through and just feel their feelings. Imagine what they're feeling. And you can feel that in your heart. And let me tell you an example. Maybe this will help you understand. I think I've told you this before, that my mom and dad are both math teachers, right? And my dad has been retired, so he used to teach in a college, but he doesn't anymore. But my mom teaches in a high school, okay? So she teaches high school math. And this is her last year of teaching before she's going to retire. And so she won't teach anymore next year. And so when I talked to her on the phone last week, she said that she was feeling really sad about this being the end of her teaching career. She's been teaching for a really long time, since I was a little girl. So a really long time. And she's really sad that at the end of her teaching, the final few months of teaching, she won't get to see her students. She's doing teaching from home, just like we are, right? So like I make you videos, but we don't see each other, and she's doing a similar thing. And she was feeling really sad that the end of all those years of teaching, she wouldn't get to see her students or be in her classroom or be with her teacher friends at school. And that feels like a really sad way for her to end all those years of teaching. And so she was talking to me about how sad that feels. And I could totally imagine how she's feeling and feel that sadness right in my heart. This is a sad time for me too, because I miss being with all of you, and I miss being at school and seeing you every day, and I miss being with Lauren and Jerry Ann and eating lunch together. But I look forward to when we get to do that again, and we get to be at OCS and do all those things together again. I know that'll happen for me. If I can just imagine that if this is the last year that I was ever going to teach, how the sadness that I feel would be even bigger. So I can think about being my mom. I can imagine what it would be like to teach for so many years, and for this to be the end of your teaching. I can imagine that that would feel really sad. So that's me showing that I have empathy. I can imagine what it would be like to be in her situation. And I can imagine what it would be like to be her. And I can just feel that in my heart. Right? And I can feel that sadness for her. So empathy means that you can think about how someone's feeling. Like if you see someone having a hard time, maybe when we were at school, someone was trying really hard to build a block structure and it tipped over. You can imagine, like, oh my gosh, I can imagine if that was me building that and then it tipped over. Whew, I might feel a little frustrated. Who knows? I might feel frustrated. I might feel sad. I might feel a little angry. What would I do? You can just imagine if that were you, okay? You have empathy. Okay, so I want you to think about, as you go through your days, when you see someone doing something, right? And maybe your mom or dad they're feeling really busy. Sometimes when I feel really busy and Silas is trying to tell me something, right? Talk. I don't quite have time to fully listen and give him my attention. And I have to say, Si, I'm busy. I'm in the middle of thinking about this really hard thing. I can't focus right now. And sometimes I might not say it in the nicest way. I might say, just hang on a minute. Let me finish. Hang on a minute. And so hopefully Silas can have empathy and think, oh my gosh, my mom is so busy right now. I just need to be patient for a moment. And he doesn't think, gosh, why is my mom using that tone of voice? Gosh, that doesn't sound nice. That's mean. But instead he can think, oh, she looks really busy. I'm going to be patient a moment, and then I'll tell her again. Okay? So if someone's seeming really busy and you notice that they're frustrated and their words are coming out in a really busy kind of way, you can think to yourself, I know how it feels to be really busy. I'll be patient. Or I know how it feels to be really busy and have so many things to do. What can I do to help? Right? You can think of it that way too, because you can feel in your heart what it would feel like to be so busy. And then you think, how can I act on that? What can I do to help? Right? That's the thing about empathy. If you think about somebody's feelings, think about how they're feeling, and you can feel that and imagine what it would feel like in your heart. You can picture, oh my gosh, what that would feel like. Then you can act on it, right? You can say, what can I do to help that person? If it's a feeling that's not a great one, what can I do to help? And you take the next step. So you have empathy and you can feel it, and then you can think, what can I do? How can I help? Okay, I want you to practice this. This is a really important one. See you later.